Hey there. So I shop here all the time, and I was just wondering if maybe you guys were hiring. I'd love a job.
I mean, dude, I know you've got a dope-ass YouTube channel. Is that what are you looking to take Jeff's job?
Yeah, I mean, it's getting pretty big these days, but honestly, I want Griff's job.
Really? Can you catch a bass?
Tell you what, 1v1, you versus me, Bartlett Lake, I win, I get that guy's job right there.
I could use some better competition. All right, deal.
All right.
1v1, Bartlett Lake, you beat me, job's yours. All right, so here we are. This crazy motherfucker wants a job. And dude, I want to hire you. But let's just set this straight. Are you going after Jeff's job? Like, am I replacing him finally, or is this in addition?
So your call, man. I mean,
so either way,
I'll go after your job right now if it's what this challenge is.
Interesting.
And we're going all for it.
Here's the deal. You challenge me to a 1v1. Now, normally 1v1s are like one bait, right? But you wanted to come here. This is a lake that I haven't been to for 14 years now. We just figured out, Jeff. We did the math on it. And you come here pretty much every day. So there's no excuse for you, right? So we're just going to go fishing. Here's the thing. I don't even care about one bait. There's no competition left anymore in my shop. I mean, Griff used to be competitive. It's done. So I'm hoping that you can bring a little competition back so I can enjoy this again.
Yeah,
do you think you can handle it?
So I've watched the videos.
Okay.
I see how you guys roll. I see how you play, and you play dirty, right? You
I
get
don't.
the low shots on. Well, you know, I've seen the videos, right? So I figured, you know, you haven't been here in 14 years, and I was here last month, so it's giving me a fair advantage. So you know, I'll play a little dirty. And it's just a friendly competition, right? Just some high stakes on the line. So, you know, I think it's fair.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I've also seen your YouTube videos, and I know the magic of editing, so I'm excited to see this unedited to see if you can actually catch a bass. So,
see, another reason you should give me the job, man.
Because you're a good editor.
If I can fake that, then I can fake anything.
Jeff, you might be in trouble.
Uh-oh.
I might be in trouble, apparently.
Yeah, apparently.
All right, let's go catch some bass, dude.
All right, let's do it, man. What's up?
So how do you feel today? Do you think you can beat Ben?
Oh, I'm feeling confident. I mean, I was here last month. He hasn't been here in 14 years. Water's high, the bite's pretty good. The conditions are looking up. I'm pretty sure this guy doesn't even fish, so I've heard, you know. I mean, I'm not gonna talk about my future employer bad, but I think I got a good shot. I don't know, we'll see what tricks he has up his sleeve, but I got a few of my own, so we're gonna see what happens. We got some good spots logged in. All we gotta do is fish, and may the best man win.
All right, guys, so let's set the rules. Okay, so let's do a point system. We're at a lake that's not known for big ones, so why don't we just do a point of fish?
Sure,
That sound good?
Point.
Every fish is a point.
Okay.
We can do a bonus fish. Maybe if it's over 4, it's a 5-point bonus, because I think there's only 2 fish that size in this lake.
Mm-hmm.
That is
Yeah,
So
that's fair.
let's do that. Does that sound good to you?
Yeah.
Okay, and then let's talk, this is your boat, so you should obviously get the trolling motor.
Okay.
So I want that trolling motor though. So how about if I catch a fish behind you, it knocks you off the trolling motor.
Okay,
And
so
if
you
you
catch
catch a fish behind me, knocks me off, and we'll go back and forth.
Okay.
When we move spots, if you pick the spot, you start in trolling motor. If I pick the spot, I start.
Okay.
Deal?
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. It's
All right,
fair, right?
here we go. We got about 2 hours of light. Let's see what we can do.
That's all we need.
All right, brother, let's go.
So how do you feel going into this, Ben?
Well, I mean, I know I'm gonna win,
Okay.
but I'm just hoping for this guy's sake that he can actually catch a bass.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, I'm fishing behind a guy, which is not my favorite way to do it, but dude, I'm not worried.
Okay.
Come on, it's February. Fishing's always amazing in February, you know it? So, no, we're gonna be in good shape, Jeff. I'm gonna start with a spinnerbait. I'm gonna pick off a fish or two, and if all else fails, go to a jig. I mean, he's starting with a free rig out of the gate. He's in trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're gonna be fine. Should be in those bushes right there.
Spawning weather.
Wind.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh, it's a giant. Uh-oh.
That's my trolling motor, bitch.
All right.
Sorry, CJ, I didn't want to do it to you on your own boat,
All right.
but
Well, I'm gonna get the scissors on deck.
that is a cold bass.
Yeah, looks like what. Look at the lateral line on
So
that
we're
thing.
a high electronics mode today. We have no graphs or anything, but I would say based on this fish, it's like 54 degrees. It's freezing. All right, bitch, you're in the back.
So you think he's got a friend over there? It's just a lucky cast. We're just feeling it out. We've been here for 20 minutes.
No way.
Yeah.
All right, I might have to put a fucking A-rig on.
Oh.
I think that's back-to-back casts there, CJ. This is a good spot you have.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, thanks
I
for
picked it
showing
out.
me how to do it.
I looked.
All right. Getting somewhere when all else fails, Jeff. A-Rig. Thank you, guy.
Last night before I walked into the store,
I don't think he wants this job.
No, it's not looking that way.
I guess you're staying at Cabela's there, guy.
Oh. I don't like boats.
Hey, buddy, what's going on here?
you know, the thing here is,
Yeah.
it's my boat, right? Like
Yep.
you said, so I started here first. I picked the spot. He just made 2 right casts. That's all it was.
Okay.
I put us on the fish. We're on it. He's just happened to make the right cast.
Got
But
it.
the fish are still here.
So it's not skill, it's just you.
It's just timing and a lot of luck. That's all it is. But you know what? I got hooks on the end of this line too, and there's fish in the area, so he can talk all the smack he wants, but we still got plenty of time.
You're about to get the wrath of the back seat. Griff will explain this to you.
I
I
like
hope you
how-
enjoy fucking looking at rocks.
The side
because
of the
you're
mountain.
gonna be fucked.
I like how we're in my spot, and now you have the trolling motor, and we're still here.
I like that.
All right, A-rig's the deal. Okay. All right, Ben. Like the way you're rolling.
I like the way I'm rolling too there,
Okay.
CJ. Poor guy.
It sounds like
So not a lot of size, Jeff, but they're eating it.
Are you happy right now? It's 3-0.
Dude,
I was quick.
I think I'm just gonna call this guy Griff Jr.
Oh, no.
Oh no. I mean, if you're hiring me.
If it, well, I haven't seen you catch a bass yet, so there are prerequisites. So I mean, dude, it's cold. We have no idea what I'm doing. Literally haven't been here in 14 years.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know where anything is. So I'm just kind of going off, you know, we're about a week from the full moon. It's our first kind of warm week. As you can see, we're in sun shirts and sun pants, like 80 degrees maybe. Still pretty cold by our standards, right?
It's not.
But the fish gotta be starting to move back, even though these are freezing cold fish. Basically, we just look, it's a cove, right? It's like a big bay, and we're just kind of hitting these little secondary points coming through, so those fish that are coming out of the deep water are gonna need to stop places on their way back into a big spawning bay like this, right? So each little secondary point we've hit has had a fish on it. So, I mean, one spot, 3 points, 3 fish. Maybe there's a pattern.
Yeah.
I don't know, at least for this cove, we've nailed the pattern, or
Yeah.
I've nailed the pattern.
In my spot.
What is it? Is it loaded?
Could have some fish.
Well, I had fish until that just fucking.
You on?
Of course
I'm just reeling.
What do you mean, am I on?
It looks like he's just reeling.
Oh man. It's a game of ounces today.
Hey, it's just numbers, guy. Welcome to the hookup tackle.
I'm looking for that.
The hookup tackle.
I'm looking for that 4+
Hey.
pounder that's 5 points.
Well, you're gonna need that in a minute, because that's 4-0. Excuse me.
Excuse me.
I didn't touch it. This guy. I get he owns a shop, but he doesn't own the lake. Oh, I just got bumped. Oh, you won? Oh my god, no. Literally just got thumped.
Oh, that's a fat one. Woo! That's a fat number 5 there, guy. Beautiful cold largemouth, Jeff. Is that a fish?
Oh, we might have
Did
some
you
here,
catch
boys.
a fish?
Nope. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, right, Ben.
This guy wants a job? Oh,
Look how fat that one is, dude.
he's chunky.
He
Healthy.
ate the A rig.
Ate the A rig, so we got a little pattern. We're just covering ground because I don't know what's happening. Every time we catch fish, we slow down with a jig, but so far that hasn't panned out. So now I'm just gonna keep the trolling motor down. I'm never giving it back.
Yeah, at this
right?
rate.
So cover ground. 5-0 there, big guy.
You know what? I'm just letting my future employer have a good time out here.
You understand how this works, right? You had to beat me for the job.
We have a point system. All I
Right?
need is a 5-pounder. That's it.
If you catch a 5-pounder, you get the job instantly.
So I think Big Fish of the last tournament, he was like 4 pounds, so I catch a 5-pounder. These are all good spots. Look at him. He's got 5 pounds for 5 fish. I mean, it's not that hard.
I have 5 fish, you have 0.
Yeah, you know, I'm fishing for bigs.
See that?
Get stuck on it. Oh yeah, I'm
Kinda
coming
rolled.
up. Oh, that was insane to watch. Jeez. Putting on a clinic. Look, he even ate both of them.
I'm so good, I catch them with 2 hooks at a time, motherfucker.
I'm impressed.
The size is big, obviously, right? It's 6-0. This poor
He's
fucking
putting on a
guy.
clinic. I gotta give it to him. He's catching them.
I feel bad for him.
Such a shame, too. Such a
Is this
shame.
the first time you've asked for a job by trying to beat somebody fishing?
Yes.
How's it going?
Let's go get him. Having fun.
What's your mindset going into this right now?
Well,
It's 6-0. You haven't
Yep.
caught a fish. Ben has an A rig in his hands. I've
Mhm.
seen it plenty of times now. He's not going to put it down, and he's
Ooh.
going to just keep catching fish.
I mean, we're definitely on the right pattern, right? And we're in the right areas.
Who's
It's
we?
just both of us. I've gotten bit. We're throwing the same thing, Jeff. Don't give me too hard of a time here.
First cast of a little spinnerbait.
With the spinnerbait, okay.
It's a good one. All right, Jeff.
All right.
Number 7, I broke off my A-rig. So, but they were eating small little shad, right? Small little baits. So I put on a little micro, just a high pitcher, 5/8. First cast, a fish. Maybe you should try a spinnerbait, guy.
Something. I need to get bit on something.
7-0.
That's a big number to us. A non-existent
I was
number.
kind of hoping this was going to be different than a Griff episode,
But it's the same thing. Oh well.
Size matters. And I think they're eating little things.
okay. See what happens. Plow through this little stretch.
There's one. Big one.
On the pause.
He can catch a fish, Jim.
There we go. Just staying over there.
Oh, stay down. Can you get it in the boat?
Oh, I don't like how he's like, hey.
You're on the board.
There we
guy.
go. We got one.
Congratulations.
We're out here.
How do you feel, CJ?
Dude, I feel so confident. I got him dialed.
Oh, you're on him?
Yep. Strong. Okay, there we go. I'm on the board. First one. I just broke out the jerk bait and made it happen. Bit it right there on the pause. Typical Bartlett cookie cutter. Pulled over to this flat. Got good wind pushing into it. It's been warm all day. We're just looking for some key spots that's going to hold some fish. And I think we're in them. So, 6 more to go. I just have 6. Oh, you good?
Oh, 6 more?
Yep.
6 more of those
I just
guys.
got 6 more of these guys, and then I'm back in the game. It can happen.
Yeah, and
Yep.
Ben can't catch another fish.
As long as he's throwing a good bait right now. He definitely has him dialed in with that little A-rig, but I think they're gonna eat the jerk bait too. So let's get him in the water. Go catch another one. Hi, little buddy. All right.
Do you know what that means?
Ben, are you scared?
Are you scared now?
I'm terrified, Jeff.
I felt the
The
tremble
only
in your
thing
voice.
that sucks about that Well, there's some good and bad about that. The good is he can catch a fish.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm feeling better about this job. The bad is I lose the trolling motor.
Yep. The good thing for him is we're still going to work this bank. Love these. Oh, on the pause again.
Uh-oh.
Oh, a little better one.
Ruh-roh.
That's a big one.
Oh, that's a good one, guy.
Oh, stay with me. I just know your mouths are so hard right now.
That's what she said.
CJ, what's going on up there?
Trying to play him right.
Get him, dude.
Oh,
All
That's
right.
a big one.
no 2-fish penalty.
Sir.
Closing the deficit here. And get him back in quick. Obviously they're schooled up right here. All right, my second fish, closing the gap a little bit. Jerk bait again on the same flat, maybe another, I don't know, 30 yards down the bank. This guy crushed it. It's a good sized fish, not really, but I'd like to think so.
If it makes you feel better, we can call it a good size fish.
This is the biggest fish of the day for me. Sick. Thank you, buddy. Ah, yes, let's go, Jeff. Gotta be one.
I believe in you.
Not a point.
Somebody just needs to catch a bass. Maybe it's topwater time. There's a big one.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Should have retied.
It's a good fish.
Fuck yeah, it's a good
Feels
fish,
better?
man. I'm catching it.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
It is a big one.
Best one of the day, probably.
It's just a normal fish for me, CJ. It's
all-
cute that he caught a couple, right, Jeff?
Yeah.
They're all green.
8-2.
All right, back to the A-ring. Thanks, buddy.
Maybe they're further back here than we thought.
Hey, guess what? In the back, bitch.
Oh, he's confident now.
CJ, what's going on here?
I'm not too worried. He just went 30 minutes without a fish and started panicking. He's just feeling good because he finally caught a fish. But I got the jerk bait on. It's been working for me. It's only one more fish I gotta catch. That's all. Not a big deal. I'll just bomb and troll.
There's one.
No way. A bass way the fuck up there?
Could be a crappie.
Oh, he's barely hooked, Jeff.
He's coming off.
Oh, he's barely hooked, Jeff.
He's coming off.
Oh. Look at that. Barely hooked on the back hook. There we go. Woo! Hey, look at
That's
that.
a nice one, guy.
It's a toad.
You can't catch a
It's a
bass.
giant fish, actually. Jerkbait's half the length. But you know what that is? It's
What's
fish
that?
number 3.
3 to 8.
Yep, so I just gotta catch 5 more. Chipping away,
Easy.
closing the gap. Same thing as we were just a fish ago. So there we go. I'm a hype man.
Thank God.
Meanwhile, I'm over there like, Griff, you need help? Like, can I help you, Griff?
That's a
Oh,
big
big
one.
one.
That's a giant, dude.
Oh, he crushed it.
They're smoking the jerk bait.
No, they're not.
Oh my goodness. Big one.
Oh,
Get him in the boat.
there we go, Jeff.
Right on my back.
Sorry.
Dude. He
Oh,
Big one.
That's a good one.
Here's our
Sorry,
thumbnail.
that's a good one. Oh fuck.
Okay, so
All right, get
CJ
the man,
just
get
caught
the
one.
man. All right, here we go.
That's right, Jeff.
Good one.
That is a big one.
The Bartlett.
That's a big one.
Yes. Okay. All right, man. I catch a fish and I'm like, I'm closing the gap, and then he catches another one.
Mine's
Okay.
bigger.
Hold on.
It's all perspective.
No,
Wow.
no. Mine's definitely bigger.
Hmm.
You know
Okay.
what, dude? You're actually doing okay.
I just need you to stop catching fish so I can close the gap. I think if
Do you
you
want me
stop
to sit
catching
down?
fish for a second,
I
can
think at
close
this
the gap.
point you've probably earned Griff's job.
Oh, okay, okay.
So it's looking pretty good for you. I don't even know how many I have.
So how
it's
many?
a big number.
It's a big number.
How many? I got a question for you. How many fish do I need to catch till I get this guy's job? Right
Well, I told you have to beat me.
Okay.
So you either got to get the numbers. You got maybe 30 more minutes of light. A 5-pounder wins it for you.
Okay.
So just keep your head in the game, guy. You
We're
got
in
it.
We're in it. It's not over yet.
Tutorial as far as like what we're fishing and what we're looking at.
Just as we
And
go.
why we're making casts right here, since it's a big flat. You on?
Yep.
Fuck yeah.
Oh man, he's a screamer.
Hey, it's a point.
No playing around. Let's get him in.
All right.
All right. There we go. There's another fish, guys. Jerkbait is doing work for me. Oh, she was not going anywhere.
So CJ,
Yes, sir.
even though I'm obviously whipping your ass,
Mm-hmm.
let's talk a little bit about what we're doing, how we're fishing, because you know we're fortunate that it's February and it's warm enough that we can come out here and these fish are starting to stage for pre-spawn, right?
Right.
But if you're not used to fishing fish in a pre-spawn mode, what is it that we're doing? What is it that we're looking for? Talk through kind of like the positioning of what's happening here.
Yeah, so I mean the fish have annual routines, right? Every year they generally move into the same areas at the same times, and it's just timing those areas right, like this little guy right here. So if you look behind us here, we're kind of in the let me let him go real quick, just so I'm not keeping him out. There he is, super cold. So where we are right now, we're kind of on the, I guess, the main portion of the lake, and we're looking for these wind-blown points, primary points, secondary points that these fish are going to move out of their winter program or winter migration in the beginning of February and start moving towards the backs of these cuts as it gets warmer into spawn. So we're looking for those transition areas where we can catch some of those fish on their way to the back of the pockets. For us today, it's been these wind-blown points with chunkier rock, relatively shallow. It seems like the fish have moved up. The sides of the lake we're fishing are the sunny side, so it's kept the bank nice and warm. So I think that draws the fish in because that warmer surface temp, they can get shallow and warm up a lot easier than staying out deep or into the middle of these cuts. So it's working out for us. I mean, we're getting them dialed. Ben's obviously, he has a handful of fish, and I'm starting to close that gap a little bit.
Well, let's talk
So-
really quick, not to interrupt you,
Yeah,
but
good.
so you mentioned that we're fishing the sunny side. So over the last few years, there's been a lot of talk about technology, right? Forward-facing sonar, all kinds of side scan, down scan. I mean, you can really micro dissect this from a technology standpoint and really come to a lake like this, and within a few hours of kind of charting and scanning and seeing temps, know exactly where the warmest temp is, exactly where the schools are moving through, right? But we can also do it old school like we're doing today. No graphs, no idea what the temperature is. Neither one of us have been here, but common sense is telling us that, look, it's a warming trend.
Yep.
The moon phase is coming to a full moon where these fish are going to want to move up. So we can use common sense to say, okay, let's fish the side where the sun's been beating it all day. That's going to be warmer than the side that's been in the shade all day.
Absolutely.
Let's fish shallow flats that with like a darker bottom where it's going to warm up maybe more than like a steep rocky wall would, right? And so we're just using like super old school common sense that we all used to use, you know, 20 years ago before technology. That shit still works.
Yeah.
Right? So, you know, don't put yourself in spots where you feel like, I don't have forward facing sonar, I don't have this, or I don't have that. Just go fishing, right? Common sense still is always going to be the king no matter what, you know, technology we have on the rig. And,
Absolutely.
you know, it's a perfect example. I mean, look at me today. You're even catching a couple.
Yeah.
Would you also say that if you have front-facing graphs, women don't find you as attractive?
Well, women are always going to find me attractive, Jeff. Graph or no graph. Dang it.
Man, that would have been really cool.
Oh,
That would've
was
been really cool.
almost super
That
epic.
was almost really cool.
Oh, you Randy blocketed me.
There it is. Good start.
No.
CJ, flip him. Hit him in the boat, dude.
Uh-oh.
There we go.
Come on.
I think it's time up.
Get him on hook, dude. Come on. Hurry. Okay,
There we go.
here it is. Boom. Go.
I think time's up.
Come on,
Isn't
dude. Go.
That's a y'all know they don't eat in the evening here. It's just a midday bite.
Got it.
Came right back for it. That hurts.
That's a good one.
That hurts so much.
Ben's on. No.
Dude, that hurts so much.
No.
Keep him on, Ben. Is this a big one?
Dude, it's a good one. It might be a good one.
It's a big
What do
one.
you mean it
I
might
saw
be?
that. I saw that wake out there.
It's a
Looked pretty
big
good.
one, dude. She hasn't jumped. Oh my god, that's a tank. Dude, get him in the fucking boat! Oh shit! Oh my god.
You grab it?
Dude, get him. Get him. Get him.
Dude! That's a nice fish. Okay.
Yeah, baby.
Dang,
Oh
look
my
at that
God.
fish.
That's a big one.
Props. That's such an awesome fish.
I don't think you're gonna win.
Dude, that's such a good fish.
I think that's it. Dude, oh my.
That's the one you needed. I literally poached it from you.
Mhm.
Welcome to the hookup
That
tackle,
was gonna be
motherfucker.
that was gonna be my next cast right there at that point.
I know. I watched you.
Wow. Oh my god.
That's an awesome
My
fish.
heart, bro.
Oh my god. You wanna? I have a scale if you wanna weigh that 3-pounder.
Dude, that's a good one, Ben. That's a Bartlett
Yeah.
giant,
Dude,
dude.
That's a good one.
that's a good one.
That's a tanker.
For this lake, that's a tank.
That is a tanker.
Yeah. Chunky.
Wow.
That's a beautiful fish.
Yeah. Hell yeah. All right.
All right, dude. Nice fish.
All right, buddy. Thank you.
Oh,
That was fun, Jeff.
crap.
Sorry, CJ.
I can't even be mad at that. Like that's a great fish.
Yes,
Can't
you
even be
can.
mad.
Yes,
we're
you
gonna
can.
we're gonna have to break him in properly.
Oh yeah.
He's way too
No,
nice.
he's pissed.
We gotta ruin this guy.
All right. That was a great fish.
Well, welcome to 1v1 challenges, motherfucker.
I gotta give it to you. Props. It was a great fish. Started off hot. Got 7 on me quick.
That hurt you.
That hurt.
Yeah.
I think
But-
if I could have caught at least 3 out of that 7 that you caught there,
Yeah.
it would have been a close ball game.
Yeah.
But I just couldn't shake that deficit there.
So, dude, I really respect what you have done in our community and what you've done with your YouTube. You're an okay fisherman. I mean, you caught a couple, but obviously the deal was beat me, get a job,
Right.
right? So he didn't beat me, Jeff.
That's a shame.
Your job is safe,
Oh,
Jeff. You're
thank God.
stuck with me for a while.
Cold hard fact. Just
So why don't we do this? Why don't we leave it up to
those guys.
those
huh?
guys?
Okay. All right.
Do you want CJ? Do you want to see more CJ? We'll leave it up to them. If they say no, you're fucked, dude. You gotta keep selling
Hey,
boats.
come on, guys. Give my
So, dude, you did go on a tear, right?
I got on him a little bit
So,
there.
yeah,
made
I
some
was actually
adjustments.
getting nervous there
I know you were.
for a minute. Yeah, I wanted him to do good because I actually want to hire you, and I'm tired, Jeff. But why don't you tell us what you were doing, and let's just talk through the combos and I mean,
Yeah.
don't tell us about that shitty rod, but tell us about the bait.
Well,
We'll work on your gear. Okay?
here's what I was throwing here. I was throwing a jerkbait and a reel, a Daiwa reel here. That's why he beat me. I had no rod to throw today. I was just throwing on a reel and a jerkbait.
Yeah.
But anyways, so Daiwa Zealand SVTW, got the 110 Megabass Sexy Shad there, +1 junior. Dirty little bait. I like throwing it out here. It's a good size for these fish. It was definitely a size game today. I think. So we both threw an A rig, and it definitely seemed like they wanted bends more just because of size, right?
Yep.
So I was throwing a full
And
size.
same. We both threw a jerk bait. I
Yep.
never got bit on the jerk bait, but you caught him. But I was throwing a full size, and you were throwing the junior. So same thing. Size definitely mattered
Yeah,
today,
they're very
like in the
size set.
bad way.
Right.
They wanted tiny things.
Small. Yeah.
So that's why I did so good, Jeff.
It wouldn't have been Jeff's
Oh.
bite, that's for sure. They would not have eaten a hinkle today. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
But-
Jeff would have been in trouble. They never eat this a bait for Jeff. Come on.
But I mean,
When's the last time he's dropped a YouTube video?
2016, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Something like that.
Yeah. So what pound test?
So 10-pound fluoro.
Okay.
Got Sunlight Sniper on there.
And this was interesting too, right? You did well with that bait in a non-traditional way.
Mhm.
So typically when you think of jerk baits, you think of like offshore and suspended fish and twitch and like pausing in deep water, right?
Yep.
And you were literally grinding that thing in the rocks, more like a crankbait,
Mhm.
But why did you choose a jerkbait instead of a crankbait?
So size and action, right? So when he's throwing the A rig, you got a lot going on, you got a lot of flash. A crankbait, you get a little bit of that, but a jerkbait is just a little more erratic, right? So it might draw him further out to go get it. And originally I wasn't planning on throwing it that shallow,
Right.
But as we progressed down this flat here, we started noticing that they were almost all the way in the back of some of these cuts.
Crazy.
Right?
As cold as they were,
Mhm.
we were thinking, okay, they got to be on points.
Yep.
And then every time we drift in shallow, we'd catch one. It's
Yeah.
like, well, I mean, you got to throw common sense out.
Mhm.
They were, it's too cold for them to be that shallow, but that's what they are.
Yeah,
So-
I mean, I could have
But yeah.
switched over to something shallower, but hey, they were eating it and they were there, so
Yeah.
can't complain.
Yeah. So even, you know, common sense would tell you that water in the very, very shallow has got to be a degree or two warmer,
Mhm.
right? So they seek it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I was throwing an A-rig most of the day. I mean, I did catch a spinnerbait fish,
Mhm.
but you know, this is pretty much where I did my damage. This is just a hookup tackle B rig. This is the micro edition, so it's a little small one. Again, like CJ said, we had a couple different sizes, and I would have loved to have caught them on the full size, but knowing that this lake is notorious for small fish, it just seemed to make more sense to go small in the beginning, and they were eating it, so I stayed there. So this is just a cool little rig for throwing little 2.8 Keitechs, 3.3 on the back. You could do a 3.5, right? So for that micro little stuff, it's great.
You can almost compare the size there too, the jerkbait that I was catching them on versus
Yeah,
almost
I mean,
the same size.
pretty similar. And even the spinnerbait, I was throwing that high pitcher, real compact spinnerbait, very, very small. So
Yep.
it's just what they wanted, right? They wanted tiny stuff today for whatever reason. Calcutta Conquest 905C. It's just a great all-around rod for throwing anything that's like 1, 2, 3 ounce. And this small little rig ends up coming in about 1.5 ounces or so. So this rod does great. 20-pound fluoro, pretty straightforward. So it was a really fun day, dude.
Yeah.
I appreciate you. Yeah. Well done, sir.
Yeah, thanks for having me
Yeah.
out here, guys. Man, that last fish was killer. That was awesome.
Dude, that was dope.
That was a great
Good
fish.
way to end it.
Absolutely.